Oh, there you go. Hello. What's going on, Bobby? Oh, man. They are doing some work over there. This isn't going to be the longest live stream, but I'll be driving home from Sarasota. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool here now. I mean, that's for different reasons, but it was very hot in May and dry. Hey, Chris, get on that. Got on here. Much better time. Has it really? I've seen how I have a friend in Spring Hill who was talking about how much it was raining. So yeah, sure. This bright light is coming up, but it's quite. Oh, there's someone turning. The bright's down. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, everyone becomes a basketball fan when their local team is doing well. I don't blame them. Hey, Doug, what's going on? Yeah, I could use the rain. What's up, dude? We're doing the same trip we did last night. To get out of the house, I spend. Are they really? Hey, Mercury, what's up, man? So check this out, you guys. I'll be hopefully getting seeded soon of the following. Encephalotus laurentianus, which is the largest cycad in the world, ready to pop. Prochardia napaliensis, which comes from the Napali Valley or mountain range, I forget. It's a pretty rare Prochardia from Hawaii, from Kauai. I believe it's from Kauai. Oh yeah, you saw that. Yeah, I sold out of most of that actually. Now I have Prochardia viscosa, which is like the holy grail of Prochardias. I'll tell you, the seed will not be cheap, but it'll definitely be true, the seed. So if you want some rare Prochardias, looking at somewhere between $12 to $15 a seed. But I've never seen someone offer Prochardia viscosa for sale. So oh yeah, that'll be in September, Bobby, unfortunately. You want some Prochardia? Chris, just to let you know, the Napaliensis is going to run like, I got to double check, but probably somewhere. The Napaliensis is probably going to be like $4 a seed. And the Viscosa, like for you, I'll do like $12.50 a seed, no matter how many. I mean, I only have like 15 of them. And I'm not even really making much money on that price. So I'd rather them go to someone who really knows what they are. And so if you want them, I can guarantee you I've never seen it for sale in 15 years in this business. So Oh, they should be here tomorrow, actually. So, but I've only ever seen one Ricciardia Viscosa that I know has been true. I actually bought it myself, and I sold it to a friend for I think a good deal at $150 for a 1 gallon. So, it's from the only cultivated plant I've ever seen before, and I know I've seen the pictures, and I definitely know it's true. I'll send a picture to someone who wants to see it. It's from a private. There's only the reason it's so rare is that it grows up on the top of this mountaintop. These mountaintops that is. There's only like 6 mature plants, and the seeds get eaten by rats. They're fenced in, and the trail to even get up there is kind of overgrown and like no longer really available. So you have to prepare an entire. I think it's actually like an overnight hike into this area, and there's no way this mountain slopes are so steep you can't get up there, with any vehicle. So, oh no, they're not. They're actually not super tropical. They do well in Southern California. They should do well. I know that they take some cool weather because they grow up at like 4,000 feet. So they're not talking about. None of the Hawaiian Pichardias are cold sensitive. That's the good thing about them. Yeah, a lot of 9B areas. I've seen a lot of Hawaiian, like Eric Schmidt in Orlando. He does well with a lot of Hawaiian Pichardias. I've seen him grow really well in Sarasota. Okay, I think I'll see what I have for Argentata. But Doug, I still have some available depending on your size. I think I still have medium and 2XL. I gotta check it. I don't know if I have large or XL left over. I might have some large. I might have a large left over. I think I'm out of XL though. I can order more if you want some. Or want one, I should say. Okay. I always think this is like a long trip, but it's usually under 20 minutes. So I'm only going to be live for another 10 minutes or so. This is kind of like an area that's between Venice and Sarasota. It's not really built up, but it will be because it's by the water. It's one of the last non-built up areas, like really built up areas between, like, basically like Pasco County and Naples. That's like has a Gulf front access. I mean, there's houses on the water and everything. Why do I drive around? Well, I had to actually get some groceries, and I don't really like going to the same grocery store all the time. I get a discount there. I think it's easier to kind of like see scenery and talk with you guys. I don't really like driving around that much. I actually don't do it. I don't have like a ton of miles on this vehicle. I've had this vehicle for like a year and 8 months. It's got 25,500 miles on it, which is probably about, it's probably about 40,000 kilometers, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, I can have that. I can arrange that. Hopefully she's coming up tomorrow. I don't know. She might be coming up Saturday. Don't have to go to the doctor again. Doing all right. I mean, it was a little. I don't don't know if things are getting like just kind of staying stagnant or some kind of an. I mean, I don't want to get too involved with it, but it's an infection in a painful area of the body. I know those are pretty sick. Those are like homestead prices, but you know, even those are like homestead clearance prices. Usually they're not that nice, those bottles. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like whether it's talking to you guys or talking to Ashley or my mother, and you know, a lot of my friends in Venice just aren't here anymore. They're either moved up north or moved to another part of Florida, or you know, a lot of my friends are just my plant friends. There isn't a whole lot going on in Venice. Did it finally stop raining there? It's supposed to rain here most of the night and in tomorrow. I mean, not like constant, but just always a chance. Yeah. But it really does like bring me up to like talk to you guys and talk about plants, and especially when I have to talk about like brokering large plants and dealing with a lot of neurotic people. Yeah, man. Come on down. I can show you around Venice and Sarasota. And I mean, I know pretty much all the gardens between Sarasota and like Punta Gorda, so I can show you even all the way out in Old Mayaca. We can go to an old friend's place. Okay, cool. Yeah, Ashley will be here, but it all depends. I don't know when she's coming, when she's heading out. We'll kind of see. Her daughter's up, Emma's up in Massachusetts, so she's pretty free to kind of come and go. So yeah, that's how I see it. I only have a few friends that, you know, I really can trust. I mean, like, I really consider you guys friends. I mean, we have people. I mean, but as far as like, I wouldn't talk about. I mean, obviously this is the internet, but oh yeah, that's actually great. You know, I mean, certain things I don't mind like being public. You know, I'm in a decent amount of pain right now, but I don't want to like, you know, I'm not gonna put the stream down. It's more fun to talk about like positive things like palms and stuff. So, and the reason I haven't really been doing many vlogs or going live as much is really because of poker. Literally the afternoon starts at 4 p.m. There's a tournament every day of the week. So I know it's legal here for medical purposes, but you guys kind of have like free reign. They don't really, unless you're like transporting huge amounts here. I don't think any of the law enforcement really cares. And that's plant talk right there. Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, because I don't know if any other countries have really like federally legalized it. I mean, everyone talks about, you know, Amsterdam, but that's just a city, and it's really not fully legal in Amsterdam. You got to do, there's very specific, you know, places you can buy it and do things. There are many aspects of like Canadian culture which would apply to the United States. Yeah, that's the thing, is I tell people, you know, people have asked me about, you know, how to grow from seed, and I'm like, you know, if you grow in palms, it's actually a lot easier. It's kind of like growing vegetables. I mean, it really isn't too bad. So, the light I hate the most here. Good. Fortunately, there isn't a whole lot to see because of the rain. Yeah, it is kind of crazy how that fast it grows. Hence the name. I mean, I don't think that's the reason they got that name, but I actually don't know where that name came from. I'm sure it's from like the 60s, so. You probably can as long as it has good drainage. I'm sure it doesn't even need that great drainage, but where it grows naturally is actually kind of like a semi-arid Mediterranean sort of climate, I think. I'm not sure on that. Yeah, Ceramis. Are those like those terracotta pebbles? Clay pebbles? They, yeah. That's a cool name for it, actually, because they're kind of ceramic in a way. I guess it is ceramic. I always thought ceramic stuff was pretty neat. It's kind of like you can eat out of ceramic stuff. You can grow things out of it. It's all recyclable. The only thing is it's kind of heavy to like do certain things, and it's a little brittle, but otherwise pretty cool. It's alright. Old man been some bulletproof indoors for me. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad to hear that. I don't know a whole lot about. Usually, I don't think of indoor stuff. I mean, cook with Max when I think of indoor stuff. But I'm glad it's doing well. It's about 17, 18 minutes to get from. I mean, 15 minutes to get from like downtown Venice to that place in Sarasota. That's not bad. I mean, it takes me like 8 minutes to get to Publix, so what's an extra 10 minutes? I mean, it is an extra 10 or so, well, an extra 7 or so miles, but I know the Hemi-Thronex is quite slow. Chugging that carbonation. Nice. I forgot you're in Lakeland. Let's go. Yeah, Thronex Ready Hot is not a fast plant, so that's saying a lot. I was offered fresh seed of Hemi-Thronex rivularis, and I've actually had a Hemi-Thronex rivularis, but it died on me after about 2 years. It was 7 or 8 years old. It was in a 1-gallon pot, maybe 3 inches tall. But it had some palmate leaves. It's just extremely difficult. Because everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to get Coccothronyx munizii, with 3 feet of trunk. I'm like, yeah, that, unless you want to go dig one out of Cuba habitat, you're not getting that within 50 years. There are some really cool Coccothronyx that grow faster, but munizii, Coccothronyx pseudo-rigida, all those really like abstract ones that everyone wants, they're just, yeah. I bet you if I could get a Coccothronyx munizii with 3 feet of trunk, I could probably sell it without even feeling guilty about it for probably like $7,500. I would never do that, but if one just kind of somehow appeared, that's the demand for it. Where's my sister? Oh, she's at a friend's house. That's she's going back to Tennessee. All right. hang out for another minute or two, and then I gotta get the stuff in the what's it called? Excuse me. You want a king palm? Yeah, go to Chris. Yeah, the Hemithrynax, man, I had a bunch of seedlings. Had a guy come by and buy them all. Not Chris, but someone from Miami came. Well, I mean, I didn't have a ton. I had a couple dozen. Yeah, that's not a long drive for. Hey, Market Q, what's up? Or Shiv, I should say. Why am I calling you that? Just talking to my mom here real quick. That's good to hear. I know it is kind of like the summertime is actually a relief from the late spring. Yeah, I hope that by people being on this channel, they get to meet up and maybe we can have some sort of meetup. And yeah, I saw that hurricane or the typhoon hit like the southwestern corner. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I have to go ahead and take the stuff inside. I do have like yogurt and cooked chicken, which eventually becomes, will spoil. So I have to go ahead and say goodbye for now. Okay, yeah, send me a message. Hopefully I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Depends if Ashley comes or not. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys soon. Doug and Chris and Shiv and David and Bobby, if you're still hanging around. There you are, yeah. Good night. See you guys. Thanks for watching, man. Everyone.